Breaking news, President Biden to make an announcement on the border at 2 o'clock Eastern. House Speaker Mike Johnson criticizing the president just moments ago. It's about the border. Watch.
Now he wants to issue some weak executive order. By the way, one executive order, supposedly to try to address the issue. It's window dressing. Everybody knows it. If he was concerned about the border, he would have done this a long time ago. And we don't know what's in this. The devil will definitely be in the details here, I can assure you. But from what we're hearing, it will ignore multiple elements that have to be addressed.
Bill Wells is the mayor of El Cajon, California. That's situated along the southern border with Mexico, and a great town it is. Sir, you were not invited to go to the White House today. What do you expect from the president? Do you think it'll make a difference for what you're dealing with?
Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised I wasn't invited, but, you know, I think he's going to try to do something a little bit too late, too little too late. He's going to play this political theater a few months before the election, and I understand that because I think he's bleeding electorally. But from my perspective, as the mayor of a border town, we're still seeing about 1,300 to 1,500 people a day crossing over. You saw Bill Melugion's tape the other night of all the people coming over early this morning. That happens every single day in California. And I think that the drug cartels, they're making billions of dollars off of this. And so even if President Biden stops the flow down to the 2,500 a day that he's talking about, the cartels will still find ways to bring people over. As you can see, I've been out there at night. It's very easy to sneak people over. And this is the complicity that the Biden administration has with the cartels. So I don't see it being anything other than
Gotcha. Yeah, I know where you're coming from here. Let me just ask the question in a simple way. What he wants to do is once you hit 2,500 per day, the asylum claims stop, which he's making the case that the executive order would shut down the border. I find that hard to believe, but that's what the order is going to address. Yeah. I don't know if it survives a court challenge. Trump tried to do this. He was shot down. Let's say once you max at 2,500 and everything shuts down, what would be the effect of that?
Well, I mean, supposedly, if that were really the case and nobody else was coming over and we sent some Border Patrol agents there to actually patrol the border, I guess that would improve the situation. But probably not so much for California, because we're a sanctuary state, and I think the cartels know that this is the easiest way to bring people in. So I would assume that most of those 2,500 will be coming into my area.
Wow. And how has that affected your area? What's different in El Cajon now than 3.5 years ago?
Well, I think there's a lot of unrest of people not knowing who these people are or why they're here or what their intentions are or where they've gone. There's been a veil of secrecy from the federal government that makes everybody pretty uneasy. But also, you know, we already have the biggest homeless crisis in the nation. Our shelters are full, our emergency rooms are full, our social services are completely overwrought. And now we've got all these new people coming in every day who want hotel rooms and want free medical care. And I just think it's a disaster for California in every way.
Sir, thank you for your time, and thanks for coming back, and good luck to you.
Thanks for having me.
All right,
It's a
Bill
great
Wells.
town. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.